So, not too.
Oh yeah, we get. This is rated M for mature audiences.
Oh, I gotta do that open. Yeah. Okay, before we start that, you gotta understand that this is us just having fun.
We are not good people.
We're not. Yeah, no, we're not good people.
We're just doing this for shits and giggles. We're not real serious with this,
Yeah. So if it offends you,
not sorry.
Are you guys gonna cut in the middle?
I'm sorry, but I don't care because we're horrible fucking people. You piece of shit.
I know we're horrible people, but I'm just saying, we're not. How should I put this? We're not being serious. This isn't. If we say something mean, it's not really towards people or nothing. We give less of a fuck about the people we talk about. A lot of this stuff happened in the past
and
life moves on. The beginning of here. So hey guys, welcome back. People are always terrible. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter and quicker podcast. I'm try to rapid fire this. We're going to start off with Will.
Yeah.
Will, we're going to...
Salty?
Anyways, it doesn't matter. They know who he is. He's going to promote this anyways.
Yeah, salty water.
So we're going to kind of interview...
You got Salty Water, you got Squatter Sumo, and you got Nick Redwood.
Everyone knows it's the name of the channel.
We should probably say our names. Or each of our names so people know.
You gotta put the link of our channels in the description.
Fuck. Zach doesn't. Oh goddamn. Sumo don't got a channel.
Yeah. I don't have a channel, but
Salty sits there and he plays music. You're gonna hear this. You're like, yeah, I wonder what funny stuff he does, and he's sitting there with his shirt off, playing some Led Zeppelin and shit.
Looking like Lionel Richie.
I've seen your channel. I watch it. Squatter. Salty Water. My lips make that curl, and they want to just say different words.
Salty Water Productions. The E is a 3.
E is a 3.
I'm trying to link in the link. Anyways, so yeah, Will
has never had a girlfriend.
Son of a bitch.
Has never had a girlfriend. Just call him Will. Everyone knows our name.
Okay.
Everyone knows who we really are.
It's Will here.
Anyways, so yeah, Will. Unlike me and what was that guy? John Travolta over here.
John Travolta.
You never.
He wants to be Tom Cruise.
Tom fucking Cruise. That's who I am. I study Scientology, bitch.
He wants to be Tom Cruise in Risky Business.
Fuck yeah, I want to be Tom Cruise in Risky Business.
So you've never actually been in a relationship. I'm sure from what I heard earlier, you experienced some of the heartbreak that we did, but
not as much because
at least you could sleep easy that she's not banging your friend.
Yeah.
I hope not. I hope not.
I stayed awake so many fucking nights from that.
I'd wake up in a cold sweat because I would just feel the radiance of just feeling it.
I'd just be laying there about to fall asleep, then I'd think of them, and it's
it's more
and wake up and I'd just be like, oh my god.
It'd be like a supersonic, like a sixth sense. I'd be laying there and I would just feel it. And a little tear would come down.
One tear, just one straight tear would come down your cheek.
Keep me up at night. It'd be like if your parents are banging in the next door, but I could hear it in my mind, so I couldn't block it out.
It kind of scares you.
That's something I have done before. My parents.
I don't want to know that. I don't want to think about that.
I wonder why.
Okay, back to Will, because we keep getting off track.
It's happened 4 times.
We've already said his name 4 times. We might as well just keep it.
Okay,
just say our names.
Yeah, man.
This is Zach. Squatter Sumo is Zach.
Well, you say Nick regardless.
Yeah, Nick.
Does it matter? At least I kept my real name.
Nicholas is dead, Nick.
Yeah. So yeah, man, but you never been in a relationship. Why is that?
I don't know.
It's just an impromptu interview.
I mean, if you think about it, you're tall. That's basically your whole personality right there. I don't understand why it's not it's like a white flag. He's telling girls, hey, right here.
You gotta ease off the pedal there, buddy. Talk, asshole. No,
you gotta talk.
There's only one girl I've ever really liked and never was able to have a chance with her.
I'm not gonna sit here and be like, the good one will just come to you. You have to work for it, man.
You gotta try.
You can't just lay there at the bottom and feel bad for yourself and pray that something's gonna happen. You gotta walk out there, find the bitch, slap her, and tell her to put them on the table. Hey,
let me tell you a quote from one of my all-time favorite shows. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
I need to stop talking about what my uncle does to me. Anyways, what's up, guys?
Come on, Will. You gotta have.
The more we talk, the more anti-women we sound.
Yeah.
I'm not in agreement to that. It's more of past versus experience that it is I outright hate everyone.
Yeah.
I hate guys just as much as I hate women.
It's
Fuck
okay.
both of y'all.
We hate y'all all equally, so don't fucking worry about
fucking
it.
Jewish. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm kidding. Anyways,
Hey, man,
Will.
what's up, man?
Will, come on. You gotta.
So
you
tell us your story, Will.
Tell us the story.
What
Come on,
story?
man.
The story.
Oh, why are you still single?
Why?
I told you why.
There's like so many chicks you can get like easily.
Dude,
Yeah.
you're tall and have long hair.
I
You're
mean,
literally
cover
like
your-
50% of what girls like.
Cover your
Right
hair.
there.
I mean, cover your forehead.
You look like you know what he kind of looks like.
You look like the guy-
Lord Farquaad.
You look like the guy from what was that one movie where he had like the really gross face? He was dating that blind chick.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. She like touches his face and just like all freaked out about it.
You're talking about the Family Guy version. But
Yeah, I
you look
think
like
it
that. Just cover your forehead.
Oh my god, am I touching a sack of potatoes?
That's my face. I know. But
Well, that hurts.
I'm sorry, Will. You're fine. You're fine. I'm sorry. I can't help it. You know.
Dude, we solved it.
Kind of look like a
That's-
70s hippie.
That's why I can't find a girlfriend. There, we solved it.
Because
No, we
you
didn't.
have self-esteem issues.
With
Take what
self-esteem.
we say to heart. Pick your shit up. You know.
Dust yourself and say, what the Sometimes
Don't
you just
pick
gotta
yourself
say,
up by the
what the fuck?
bootstraps. That's literally impossible, and that's a saying that's retarded.
Shut up.
What's a bastardization of the real saying? I don't remember what the real saying is, but
I know
it
it.
fucking like come on, man, like there's a lot of people out there. I know, like yeah, you're hooked up on someone, and that's awful. We feel you there. We both do.
Mhm.
You just heard, chronologically, you just heard his story.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear his story in a little bit. You heard Zacks' story, you know, like that's some shit, you know. That
It's
hurts.
nothing you deserve, but it's just how some people are gonna
It's like
be.
that Flasco Rats video, you know.
What's with you with
Rascal-
Rascal Flats? You always like go straight to him. You don't think of anything. It's just like
Because it was pretty cool. He was in that car
He
wreck,
showed
you
it
know?
to me. Like,
What's,
he showed it to me
what
earlier
goes to your
today.
head when you hear someone talk? You're like, how can I relate this to a Rascal
you know,
Flats song?
I think
Is
everything
that like
is-
the first thing that goes through your head? I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it is.
I only know
Yeah.
what hurts the most from them, and I always think of that car wreck scene.
No, I'm thinking of something
Yeah.
else.
I always think of that scene where he's like wrecking. It's just like in his truck flipping, and it's kind of fucked up. But that's kind of I think of most things. Like, man, this is a train wreck. But you know, he's in a car
Why
wreck.
don't you just think of I don't know, a train wreck?
What music video has a train wreck in it? That's good.
What's with you?
That's like the only. That's the only country
Uh,
song I like. It's just that you know. Where
Is it even classified as country?
I don't know. I classify it as country.
I don't think it is.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I heard a bunch of
Someone
country
find
people
that out and
listening
let
to
me
it.
know. Someone
Yeah.
find that out if it's country and let me know.
I'll Google it. I was talking
It
to
sounds
this one
country,
chick,
but the
Okay.
band doesn't look
and
country.
she kept saying, and this relates to Will, because I'm gonna get your opinion on this in a second. But they were like, so I don't really like Panic at the Disco. I only like one song from them, and that was Death of a Bachelor.
Yeah,
Actually, really good song.
My ex liked it too, and that's the only song I really liked of theirs. But I listened to her because she liked it. Yeah, now I can't listen to fucking faggots at the disco.
Pretty good. I should take that. It's almost like you saw into the future, Pat. Anyways. So what do you think about that, Will? Is it pop punk or not?
Panic at the Disco or
Yeah.
Rascal Flats?
Panic at the Disco.
Panic at the
nothing
Pop
else.
punk?
Yeah.
Like emo pop.
Yes, emo pop.
Alright, I'm gonna send to that bitch later. I want you to hear this. I want you. I hope you make it this far. I hate to be this way, but I told you. It wasn't good music.
No, it was. Some of it's okay.
It's not bad.
It's not
I
bad,
don't mean
but
to shit on them that
it's
bad.
it's
but
nothing like like Motley Crue or anything. Nothing you can
Killers.
really.
It's
your fucking head
it's
to.
no Dance Gavin, you know.
What? It's no.
Dance Gavin.
It's no like.
That's the shit I
It's
like.
like saying
we
it's
just
no
named our
Berlin
favorite
or
bands.
it's no
It's
fucking.
no Glassjaw, you know. Okay, there's this song called Pretty Lush, and there's a part where he's talking about. So you know how they say you could take a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought that's what he was saying, but he's saying you can't take a whore to the water, but you can make her drink it. And it's I was like, oh, okay.
That's clever.
That's when I
Yeah.
found out that the song was for people that are heartbroken. It's like that band's like a breakup band, and it kind of makes sense because I mean, like they say shit like that. They're a really good band, but they seem more anti-woman.
Well, that's kind of like
More
the,
anti-woman
that's kind of like the
than
theme of this fucking this podcast.
Yeah, don't date women, just date dudes. They'll go way
Whoa.
better.
Okay, that doesn't sound too good with the room full of
That's
big dudes.
that's fine.
It's okay.
I'm
it
not
is
gonna
what it
lie
is.
to you. There was just really, I don't know if I should say this or not, I don't know how comfortable I'm gonna feel after
You're
this.
scaring me. Don't.
There was this really cute guy at Walmart.
Whoa, okay. Whoa.
It wasn't with y'all. I didn't go with y'all.
That doesn't make it any better.
I'm really upset I never said anything to that guy. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
That doesn't make it any better.
It makes me feel bad. That goes with the theme. Screw women. Get some men. It'll be okay.
No.
Men know what you want because they want the same thing.
It's like... It reminds me of that fucking episode of Family Guy where Stewie's like, why can't you do what you do with women with men? He's like, there is. It's called being gay. He's like, what? That sounds so much easier. He's like, I'm gonna go try it. And then like, Stewie wants it. I'm pretty sure, I'm not 95% sure Stewie's gay, but we'll never
give you
know.
that done. Well, didn't he have like a wife in one episode? Remember he had that little girl that he ends up burning her.
Dude, that's what the episode's from. After that whole thing, he's like, why can't you do what you do with women but with dudes?
Oh yeah,
and Brian's like, yeah, it's called being gay.
I know there's a sequel episode of that where he meets the chick and he ends up getting heartbroken again by her.
Well, then and later in another.
Is that the British baby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, yes, she was British. There was another one that was trying to kill Brian.
Yes,
she was like redheaded.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Will, what's your favorite type of hair color on a girl?
Blonde. Mine's blonde.
Like dark blonde.
Blonde.
Like
a dirty blonde?
Dark blonde?
Like,
how can something be dark and blonde?
Like almost brown.
So you mean a brunette? Like
but
a dirty blonde.
Exactly,
like a dirty blonde. Okay. You said dark blonde, so it kind of makes you sound stupid. I'm sorry, but
it's not
it's never heard of dark blonde.
Dark blonde.
It's like
it's not blonde, but like
it's not blonde, but it's not brunette.
It's almost brown.
It's like a blondette.
Yeah.
That's basically what you just said.
Okay, truth time. I used to listen to Fags at the Disco when I was dating Grumpy. I did like that song 9 in the Afternoon, even though it made no sense.
Okay. I will admit.
So I can't listen to that band anymore. I can listen to Death of a Bachelor.
I think we all we all have listened to 9 in the Afternoon and sometimes enjoyed it.
I don't think I have.
Secretly and quiet.
Don't worry, Will. You'll find the chick that'll make you listen to it.
Panic
You're
at
gonna
the
cry
disco.
about it every time you hear it.
And then when you're 40 years old, you'll be crying about it in your basement.
Yeah. If you have one.
Or
if you live to 40.
If you live to 40.
Yeah. So is that what you're saying? You like dirty blondes?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't do a whole lot of talking.
I guess that's what you call it.
Why the hell do you like dirty blondes?
I don't like dirty blondes. I love brunettes. Not brunettes, blondes, whatever the fuck.
I was gonna say, I was like, you just give them shit about it.
I like blondes.
Yeah. I think I have a thing for nerds. I hate myself.
You have a thing for fat black chicks?
That's like a subsection, because they're nerdy too.
Subsection.
They're the nerdiest type of people.
The dirtiest.
They're the nerdiest.
The dirtiest or the dirtiest?
The nerdiest.
No, that's the I'm pretty sure you meant dirtiest because I don't think that one took shit.
Leave it, Zach. I had to cut this out. You're gonna be just hearing this.
So go ahead and say it.
No, that's too much work.
It's too much work.
It's too much work.
Let's get on back topic.
Anyway, well, yeah. So dirty blonde, huh?
Mondo, wait.
Glasses or no glasses?
I don't really care.
Okay,
he doesn't care. You that, ladies? If you're a dirty blonde and might wear glasses, you're in luck for like a
race.
I don't really mind if they're wearing glasses.
Preferable race.
White.
So we're gonna.
You're a fucking racist. Get out.
No, or Latinas.
Latino, you sick son of a bitch.
You trying to get her green card? That's what you're trying to do.
Oh no, Latino's a guy.
I said Latinas. You said Latino.
I'm pretty sure he said Latino.
We can go listen to it later. And I said Latinas.
I'm sure he said Latino. Edit where it makes
what did you say?
Latinas.
And what did I say?
Latinos.
Okay, so I'm just gonna edit that over.
Ah, shit.
I'm gonna try. I might fuck it up bad. Just not every.
You walked into that one, bud.
Yeah. So that happened.
Yeah, we're gonna listen to it later. And I said Latinas.
So
after he just obeyed.
What got to be some preferences there? You can't just be like white bitch with blonde hair.
Yeah.
Dirty blonde hair.
Dirty blonde hair. That's kind of broad. I could go pick one up right over there at Butcher Brothers.
No,
I can think of one person, but I don't want to think about it.
No, we're not getting him with her.
No.
I know who you're talking about.
No, I was talking about. I don't know who you are.
Who do you think I'm talking about? Say the first letter.
I was talking about me. I was like,
no.
Wait, over there.
Over
we were
there, yes, at that place.
That's where she works.
Yes.
I don't know anyone else.
No.
I don't think I know
But
her.
that's who I was talking about.
She tried talking to me the other day, or yesterday, because I went up there and she was like, hey, and I was like, yo.
You just like disappeared. I
didn't say anything, and then she was like, oh, she was like, yo, she's like, what's that? And I was like, Pokemon. oh, cool. She's like, I like that. She was like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah.
Can I tell you a secret?
I was just sitting there. I was like, come on. I was like, please, I want my paper.
Can he tell you
Can I
on the
tell-
podcast a secret?
Wait.
Can I tell you a secret?
What?
She was trying to bang you.
I don't doubt it.
I've heard stories, but
I
she
don't
can
doubt
do
it, but I'm.
There you go. Everybody
she's kinda
listening.
like-
There's the secret.
Let me tell you something. From what I've heard, she's the kind of girl that.
So we're slut shamers. Don't get me wrong.
The kind of girl that sticks her knees behind her shoulders. From what I've heard.
Let me out, please. I need to leave. I made a horrible mistake. No, I was thinking of someone else. And
Oh, you were thinking of someone else?
I hope they don't listen to this.
Let's hope none of them
You,
listen to this.
you said it was a pretty broad term, and I was just like, oh god. I was thinking. Anyways,
We were on 2 different pages, but me and Will were on the same page.
now we're talking about hooking up with him with someone.
no.
And I was
Yeah,
thinking about
Fuck no. But
someone that I
thought
met
that's
that was
who y'all
like
were
that.
talking about.
Okay.
So that happened. What else, Will? What else?
Come on, we're trying to get you a girl here.
Oh.
So at least give us something to work with. We need
Hey,
some.
you can't just sit here like
I don't
You
really
can't
have
sit
time.
here and jack off in front of us.
you don't have a type.
Do you not have a
Well,
type?
what do they gotta like? What do they gotta dislike?
Oh,
Come on.
they're like Star Wars and the Killers.
Okay, those two things don't go together.
Hey,
I don't. You can put.
Hey,
Like, I like
Can I
both
let
of
you know
those.
something?
You
All
can
the girls.
put Mr. Brightside in a space battle.
So,
Okay.
Will, can I tell you
No.
something? All the girls that you want, they're like
fucking
40
weird.
years old now, so I think you might
Oh, they're
be at
fucking
it.
weird. Like, I like
Yeah.
that stuff, and I'm not, I guess.
They're the kind
Yeah.
If
of.
this
They're
podcast
the
is
kind of
any
girls,
Like,
indication,
if
I'm
you
not
find
gonna
a girl who actually likes Star Wars, they're weird.
They're the kind of girls that have
No, they're nerdy.
that
If they
have
like
earrings where
killers,
earrings shouldn't be.
If they like killers, they're like grunge.
Y'all know
if
what
they
I'm
like
talking
both,
about.
they're like a mishmash of the.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like getting a dog and a cat and making a mate and then somehow have like a kid. It's just gonna be all fucked up and weird.
Cat dog, cat dog.
Even worse, it'd be like
Cat dog,
just
cat dog,
awful.
cat dog, cat
A
dog.
bitch with like a fox that had the measles.
Oh, speaking of which, so did y'all know that those? Remember how those kids in our school would wear foxtails? I found out that
the furries.
yeah, the furry thing they wear the
Some of those
foxtail
go
right
in
they
your
train 'em.
ass.
Yeah, some of those were like anal beads and shit.
Oh, I know.
Really?
And I was like,
This
they
is-
shared that. I saw them take it out, go to the bathroom. Did they go in the bathroom, and then the other person would have it? And I'm like, did they clean it? Did they at least bleach it or something? Or I mean, you gotta admit
I know
there's
this
gotta be
one
some
chick was selling
residue.
when I thought about it. You know, just keep it in the room, like smelling it.
What the fuck
I
is
mean, hey,
what is
hey.
wrong with you? There's like 3 things wrong with that.
Yeah.
Which one do you want me to poke out first? The
And
fact
it costs money. Yeah.
yeah, the fact
That's
that it
the
costs
problem.
money.
I don't think she takes debit.
No, just tell her you'll put it on credit. You'll pay it back later.
I can't. I think we'd both be disappointed. Hey,
Mainly her.
fuck you. I got a special technique. It's called the rooster.
Oh no,
Oh,
not
God.
the rooster.
So here's what you do: you dig your heels into her hips. You grab her hair with your mouth, and then you try to go to town. See, by sitting there and
Armando,
watching,
that couldn't work with you. You break her fucking knees.
that's why you don't hit her in the knees. That's
He
why you
has
hit
to
her.
find a girl bigger than him.
He's gonna look for like what's her name, Respucia or some
Yeah.
bullshit.
Can you leave the orbit out of this?
Yeah.
That movie's good. You don't gotta ruin it.
Didn't
with
we
this.
talk about that in the
Yes,
last podcast?
yes.
that's when we
we did.
talked about it.
That's why
It's
I
hard
was,
for me not to
Yeah,
bring
we're
up
always
those
bringing
movies.
up
that's why I
Norbit.
was saying, like, we can't pull up the names we do, because now I gotta send that to all of them.
Yeah.
And it's just like, man, I'm gonna get beat up.
You see that?
That's,
Oh, it's just that. So that happened. What else, Will? What else you
Come on,
what else
Will.
they gotta like? What else they
What
gotta
else they gotta
dislike? What do they
dislike?
gotta dislike?
what do they have
What
to
do they
like?
got a dislike
What do they have to like that you have?
that I have?
Besides your wiener, you pervert. No
What
one,
do you-
not even a little snicker. Fuck you guys.
Come on,
It's comedy gold.
this is like an everything for a guy.
I don't know.
Come on, man.
What do they have to like that I'm gesturing at?
Oh, my truck?
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go, bud.
I have this jacked up truck
What
to
if she
make up
wants
for
a
my
Mazda?
Now
tiny
I'm gonna let
penis.
y'all know it's not as good as mine. So it's if you're looking for a truck, definitely come my way.
So like he was saying, it's a compensator. That's why I got the fucking
His is
the
lifted.
Altima.
His is a lifted. Mine's not. So I'm not compensating for something.
Yeah.
You're a liar.
Shut up.
Sure.
I told you that in confidence.
This has halo headlights to make up for it.
Anyways,
Still bright. Brighter
Those
than
LED
yours.
tail lights.
So yeah, man.
You bought the same head taillights as me. Don't
I didn't buy them yet.
So-
Yes. So don't try to roast it when you're about to
And I'm
say.
gonna get the same speakers.
So what do
as
they
you,
got to
too.
dislike, Will?
I can't get the same headlights.
What do they got to
as you.
dislike?
What do they
Will?
have to list like, Will?
What do you not like that they got to not like too?
Oh fuck.
You stop.
Let's see. Can you pause it for a sec?
No.
Why
No,
is this such a
no,
hard
you're doing this
question?
now.
It was something I thought of earlier, but
Dude,
now I can't.
you're almost
remember.
in your senior year and you can't even pick out a girl.
It is kind of sad.
I know, right?
Freshman year, I had someone.
Yeah.
Did it go well?
No.
I don't want to talk about it.
Nothing
Why do you got to bring that shit up, huh?
They have to hate Harry Potter. Fuck
What's
Harry
with you?
Potter.
What's with you?
Yeah, what do you have against Harry Potter? I don't like him either, but I don't like make it like a hate thing. I don't
Like, I
like.
hate
know.
bonus for the dude. You're trying to like bang the cast on them.
Yeah, you don't have to like be
Oh
in
God,
love with
Ron
them. but-
Weasley not there.
No, I don't care if they like Harry Potter.
Oh, so now you change your mind when we start getting you for it.
No, I don't really care.
You know what,
about
Mondo?
that.
Why don't we put this on you? What's your little
Yeah.
I
perfect?
think we both know.
When is your
I
time?
think we both know.
No. Come on, spit it out. Don't be all scared.
Well, chances are she's not watching this, which I'm not a man of God, but I might start praying. I'm pretty sure I see her every now and then. Yeah, I remember we were
Oh, I got it.
at p.h.a.b.t, the Mexican.
Shut up! You had your chance. You blew it.
And we were about to drive, and I was like, "Yeah, man, just hit this bitch up that's coming up on us." And he was like, "Oh, that's that chick." I don't know if you remember me telling you this story, Zach.
I'm listening.
But I was like, "Oh, it's that chick," and I was like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "Man, that would have been the best way to get her number."
The hitter.
Yeah, T-bone the shit out of her.
That's straight out of fucking Back to the Future. You know that?
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. How his parents met was that.
Oh, I was talking about like 'cause insurance has her number on there and shit.
That's.
I didn't think about that.
Okay.
We're in different wavelengths. I'm like, I can, start the process. You're like, oh, she'll feel bad for me. Yeah. The thing is, if you get hit by a car, it'd be easier to kill you because it'd be less money and less time than keeping you alive. That's the ultimate betrayal, getting run over by your fucking crush. I don't want to pay for this shit and like peel out on you. Anyways, what were you gonna say, Will?
Oh, you gotta have the same political views as me. Gotta like, you're not gonna like this, Nick. Gotta like Trump.
Why the fuck are you gonna put that on me like that? I don't care.
Because you gotta like Trump.
I'm not a political person. Everything you say
Your
is just
squatter
pointing
sumo is wearing the hat.
everything you
Good job.
everything you say is just pointing towards Zach. I hope you know that, right?
Pointing towards me. Well,
Oh shit!
Everything you say is just
I don't
pointing
really-
towards him.
I don't really care what
got
they're
that
like.
not
dark-
to be fucked up, but I'm a Bible thumping Republican.
Yeah, I don't really care what their religious views are. I mean, as long as they're not like a Scientologist or
Hey, don't talk about Tom Cruise that way.
or
John
or-
Travolta,
yeah. Or like
Tom Cruise is
Satanist or
a good
whatever.
no!
man.
What's wrong with the Satanists? They do the freakiest of shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I tried hanging out with them once. They tried sacrificing me to the devil. So
Exactly.
I'm not like a huge fan
I don't
of
want
it.
like
I
I don't
thought I
want
was
to.
gonna get a blowjob.
I don't wanna-
That's what that is. The sacrifice is
I don't
just
wanna
a real
be
bad
with
orgy, and then you die.
I don't want to be with the Satanists, and then like turns out the only reason she's with me is so she can sacrifice me.
No one's gonna waste that.
Dude, that's like the
No one's
ultimate,
gonna waste the time
It's
on
like
you.
the ultimate kick in the gut. You're like going, oh, I'm about to go to third base with this girl. She like lures you in. You think to like to her bedroom.
So you
she
just-
flips on the light. It's
Yeah.
like a fucking pentagram on the
Dodgy.
ground. A whole bunch of people. You're like, fuck.
Are you just copying the ending of Far Cry 3?
You know, like.
Because at the end of Far Cry 3, you bang that chick and then she stabs you.
Well, here's the weird thing. You're about to get sacrificed and you have a boner. So you're kind of fucked with that,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you go out with the boner. and you get remembered as the guy who had a boner when he got sacrificed. That's
Yeah.
never good.
Yeah, it's
Do you want
pretty
that to be
cool,
your
though.
story?
As long as people remember me, no. I want to die peacefully.
Yeah,
I don't want to
exactly.
be like, yeah, was he the guy that like...
Wasn't he the guy who had the boner when he was sacrificed?
Yeah,
I
that guy-
think he was.
We all told that guy
Yeah,
not to...
I got a picture of it right here.
Oh my god. But yeah, man, it's just like, I don't know, These things don't make sense anymore. Like what Will's saying, he's just making himself look worse and worse by the minute.
Look at him, not even caring.
Like you
Not
should
even
have
part of the
just not even answered the question. You would have been okay.
Yeah, you should just sit there.
Now
and
you're
back
gonna
it
get
up.
like all those weirdos and shit, all those like.
Then you get the ones that try
You
to.
get like a messed up, crooked ass teeth, and Like,
You know, she's gonna get the ones that try to peg him.
you're gonna get like some homeless bitch that's all dirty and shit. She's like, yeah.
Hey, there's one right
Mexicans.
there underneath the bridge.
Oh no.
Your dad was telling me about that.
Which one?
The homeless one underneath the bridge.
Which one?
Oh, there's two of them?
Dude, there's a fuck ton
You
of
about the
homeless.
one that was like walking out butt ass naked and shit?
I didn't hear about that. That
Wow.
sounds fucking gross.
You told me about the one that was like covered in shit and all that.
I didn't hear about that.
I
That
he was telling
sounds
us
fucking-
about the store. He was telling me that.
Oh.
Me and Josh and all of us.
I think there's a reason he didn't tell me that.
Probably because he was trying to sleep with her at the same time.
I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
because
Anyway.
we were like, "Did she pay rent?" He's like, "You know what she do? She know what she do."
Oh.
We're like, "Oh, Mondo, you're fucking her, aren't you?"
Oh, no. Well, what a way to find out your dad's a bad person. Anyways, what's up, guys? I'm gonna go home and cry later.
Please do.
Well, yeah, man. What about you, Zach? Huh? You trying to put all this shit on everyone?
So you want me to give out what exactly? What do you want me to say?
No, what's your fucking ideal chick?
Ideal chick, blonde, blue eyes,
So you're a Nazi.
5'4".
So you're a Nazi.
Exactly. Aryan is a superior race, bucko. And she's obviously gotta like the 80s.
5'4".
Gotta love
really,
the
really
The 80s
detailed
are
there.
like shitty, man. I tell you.
The 80s is the best.
I'll tell you what the best time period is.
80s.
Right now.
No.
You know what else is?
You know,
wait, not right now.
I told y'all earlier, if the doc pulled up in a fucking DeLorean.
I told you
and
it was
like,
just
"I
going to
gotta
be a
go back to
homeless
the
guy
80s."
trying to rape you. I don't
Shut
know what
up.
you don't understand.
It's worth the risk.
No, it's not.
It's worth
And
the risk.
I meant 40 years from now, you're all going to be dead. What's up, guys?
It's worth it.
You want to know the happiest time of my life?
40 years?
80 years ago.
I'll be like
19 years ago.
You were dead.
I was
You didn't
18.
exist.
Yeah, exactly. I have to worry about it.
Anyways, like I was saying, no, she's gotta like the 80s. Definitely gotta like Stranger Things. Y'all know I'm obsessed with that show.
I know. Exactly.
Yes, y'all. I'm literally always wearing
pretty sure
them,
you're
right?
stalking that chick.
And you know,
man.
for me, she's got to like that 70s show.
Of course you copied me.
Why do you guys have like the weirdest standards?
Dude, no. After the shit I've been through, I think I deserve to have some fucking high-ass standards.
Okay, as you're gonna hear later on, he has a little bit of a right.
Little, yeah, I have a big-ass fucking right.
I mean, if you want to be totally fair,
It's like my Second Amendment,
if you want to be
bitch.
totally fair, I wouldn't have trusted anyone my sister set me up with. You know,
That wasn't my fault.
like legitimately, when people try to set me up, I just kind of back away
Well,
because that happened once in my life. And
You know,
let me
you know
tell
what?
you how it went.
the shitty thing was
Fucking awful.
The shitty thing was
Fucking awful.
when I was talking to that one chick.
Fucking
Rhodes,
awful.
I was actually talking to another girl at the same time, so it made me look even worse because my sister had texted the other girl, posing as me on my phone, telling her I didn't want to be with her anymore.
Would you ever slap your sister? That'd be my first
No,
thing.
my sisters are just very, very like that.
Again, I would never let. No, I don't like people trying to set me up.
Well, actually, I don't know who broke it off with the girl because it all happened in the same day because that girl came over and at one point they both had my phone because I didn't really give a shit about my phone back then. I just left it out wherever and I didn't have a passcode on it. So she could have ended it or my sister could have ended it. I don't know. I just always assumed it was.
So let me put it this way, right? Like, let me put it this way. What are you doing? You're saying wrap it up? What are you saying? Oh man, your ass is screwed.
Yeah.
Will was supposed to be home like an hour ago. Your mom's gonna put
Right,
her
I'm
foot
supposed to be home
straight
right
up
now.
your ass.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get you home. All right.
Do like some wrestling moves on you.
All right.
No,
so
she wouldn't even really care though.
so
Oh, she wouldn't care. Let's go on just a little bit longer.
let's naturally wrap this up. Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's okay.
You have to go.
Okay.
You have to
Let me
edit all
finish.
this.
Let me finish. I mean, I'm not gonna edit this because this adds the tension. This is where like they get stressed and we gotta like like
People
really
are like
ramp it
banging
up.
on their fucking.
It's
And
like,
here we are stalling, making it even longer.
It's like
Probably
like, it's the moment when like you're surrounded by enemies and it's just you and
And it's
your
like-
friends like bleeding out on the floor and you're just like, oh god, either I pull out something out of my ass or we die in the water. So you just get shot like, right there. It's
Okay. Before you lose everybody.
It's not losing, it's adding tension. It's setting the mood.
Yo, God damn it! Just get on with the fucking story.
Okay. What story was I saying? So I was buying time. I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. Want me to say it, huh?
I told you it's a dangerous game trying to buy time. You'll
Oh.
forget it.
Yeah, well, yeah, Zach, what's your ideal chick?
Well,
He just said it.
I
No,
didn't
no.
get it finished because y'all kept interrupting. Blonde, blue eyes, 5'4", likes the 80s, Stranger Things, obviously likes my fucking vehicle because my vehicle's like my most important thing I own.
Your conversator, yeah.
It has to not be a fucking psychotic bitch. That's a big one.
You sure about that? I mean, yeah, it's a little flavor to you.
A little flavor.
It's like making noodles and you put that little cheap ass like powder in there, you know? Like
The
it adds a little bit of flavor.
The flavor doesn't do shit.
Exactly. It's just a little flavor to keep it from being boring.
Boring. No, it's not boring.
What's
Boring.
wrong with waking up 2 a.m. with the knife up to your throat?
What's wrong?
Sounds like a lovely morning.
There's like 4 things wrong with that.
You gotta make sure there's no arsenic.
But one thing, the thing is you have a boner the whole time.
So
That's the worst part about
it.
it.
Makes it cool.
Yeah, sure. What makes it cool?
It adds tension to it.
I'll tell you what she's got to dislike.
You gotta bang her until she lets go, or you're gonna die.
You know, let me finish. There you go. All right, what she's got to dislike is, honestly, I don't really fucking care. To be honest, I mean,
Just because to dislike your truck.
no, don't dislike my truck. Dislike Ford, if anything. I don't like that fucking. I don't like Fords.
Really?
I
don't mind. A car is a car, man. As long as I don't really have to
in my experience working on vehicles, Fords are the shittiest. My brother-in-law dropped 2 transmissions.
I'm not a fan of Mazda.
No one is. He dropped 2 transmissions. He and the other one, and my brother-in-law Dylan, we stayed up till 6 o'clock in the morning working on his Ford. We couldn't get the damn thing to start, and it was something with the wiring harness had gotten fucked up, or something like that. But it was, if you think, is after his transmission job, so that was on his transmission. No, it was like somewhere near the box. What's it called, the fuse box? Something, a wire had like got completely stripped or grounded out, and it was a fucking bitch. And my other brother-in-law, he works for this company.
Huh?
Yep, he works for this company, and they gave him a free truck. Well, it was like a Ford F-150, and the transmission in that one went out, and it kept. I think it blew a head gasket too, or something, because it kept overheating, and it was in the shop for weeks and weeks. And I was like, that's what you fucking get. At the time that they've had 3 vehicles, I've still had my 1 truck. And you can't tell me that in my truck...
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you take care of your truck better than they do.
Yes, I take very good care of my vehicle.
I'm sure if you took care of any car, it would last way longer than
I read that GMC Sierras are a
piece of shit, yeah.
known to be the out of all trucks
piece
to
of
last
shit,
the
yeah.
longest.
The older ones, yeah. The newer
like
vehicle now is kind of... Vehicles, it depends on who has them. You can get a good Ford. I'm pretty sure if I bought a Ford, an older one before I got my truck, and if I took care of it...
pretty reliable.
Yeah, if... Like an old steel body, any old steel body is good. Have you seen the old Chevy commercials where it's got like 4 Chevys stacked in the back and it's pulling it over rocks like it's fucking nothing?
That's pretty cool. So yeah, that's Zacks, type of girl. I'm pretty sure if I looked at the analytics, which I haven't, it'd be like 1 female to the whatever the fuck how many males watch this out of 25.
So you're telling me that there's a 1% chance that we might be.
Pretty sure that's one of our exes, and I'm pretty sure there's a lawsuit that's brewing.
Well, my lawyers are Jewish, so I'm safe.
Man, you got to get those Nigerian ones. You know what
those are just princesses.
Why are you booing me? Right.
Why are you booing me?
That's the point, though. He was right. In court, it don't matter how popular you are. It matters how right you are. I'll be okay.
In court.
No one gives a fuck if, think all those people that, like, defended those rapists, they're not popular lawyers, but they got their job done, as fucked up as that sounds.
I think as if you win a case, you don't have to pay, or you don't have to pay as much, but if you lose a case, you have to pay more.
I've actually heard the opposite. When a lot of places are like, if you don't win, you owe us nothing.
Well, think about it. If you win a case, it looks good on their part, and you don't have to pay as much. But if you lose a case, it looks bad on their part, so you have
Again, I've heard the
more.
opposite. There's a couple places I've seen where, like, if we lose,
whoever's a lawyer, can someone please explain that?
No
to
one's
me?
a fucking.
You don't know that.
Dude,
someone's
lawyers
cousin's aunt's dogs who could be listening to this could be a lawyer.
Dude, like I'm pretty sure, like, everyone that listens to this is our age or lower. Like, I don't see anyone older than.
If they're lower, that's kind of fucked up.
I don't think anyone lower than 19 is or above 19 is watching this.
Why'd you get like 120-year-old, like just one?
Yeah.
And him be
oh boy, this drunk
you.
ass alcohol dude is totally going to be a lawyer and like have his life together and know what he's doing.
He might.
That dude's like high off his ass.
Dude, I'm cheering for you. If you
found.
exist, I'm cheering for you.
He doesn't exist.
You might.
A perfect chick don't exist, Zach.
They never do.
You're gonna have to settle for some. Anyway, hey, okay.
Anyways, hey.
Yeah. So Zach wants some. So Zach's a narcissist. That's what we found out.
I'm not a
He
narcissist.
wants like the female version of him.
Hey, I'm good looking.
Will's a fucking Nazi. apparently.
No, wait, no. I was
He's
the
the
Nazi.
Nazi.
I wanted the blue eyes and
Yeah.
blonde
That's the
hair.
worst part. I know you were joking, but then you got serious. You're like, she has to like my truck, like Stranger Things, like the 80s, like holy shit. I'm just into nerds. That's about it. Like, I don't know how to get more specific than that.
I'm very specific. I'm a specific person. I like things.
If I can't
punctuated,
click with
on
you,
time.
then there's no point. You know, if I can't be like an
Literally,
asshole
the
to
other
you.
day, I tried getting y'all to
Exactly.
organize everything. So
Like, if
I
I
wouldn't
can't-
be
if-
surprised that I like.
If I
things
can't be
organized.
like an asshole, and then like that's why like 90% of those relationships didn't work.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
the
I know.
grumpy one may or may not have slipped the B word in there. Never heard the end of it. The slutty one, I made one. She made a joke about her friend and something about chasing because
Are you
we
sure
have-
you didn't call
we
her?
have- we have similar names, right? Me and the slutty one. And she was
Oh,
talking about
that's
her
right.
friend, right? And she was like, "Yeah, they got to get him, so they're like chasing each other." Something like some real shitty pun like that. And I was like, "Wow, that's awful." I was like, "Go home," and she started crying. Oh boy, I don't know how to do with it. I don't know what to do with that.
Didn't I'm pretty sure the slutty one. If you called her a bitch, she'd probably be like, "Yes, daddy," because I
That's what I
know.
was thinking. Some shit like that. She starts crying. I was like, "Okay."
Okay, I'm not reacting to this.
Like, just like-
I thought I was gonna get laid, but okay.
I was just like, "Yeah." I was like,
This
just go.
works
I was like,
too.
I was like, "That's awful. Go home." You serious? Like, start crying. I was like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "Is she really doing this?"
Mm.
And it's just like, I don't know, man.
She seems like the type to do that. But
She was calling me for a while, saying she's gonna kill herself. So,
I had
pretty good way to wake
you
up
know,
in the middle
actually,
of the
now that I
night.
think about it, one of your exes did call me right before she broke up with you, like at 2:00 in the morning, and then was like,
We've had this
talking to
story.
me.
We had this
In the
story.
last podcast.
"Oh, I did say this one."
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
well,
continue anyways.
Oh.
I'm sure people are
Oh.
going to start off with this one.
Yeah, so she called me like at 2:00 in the morning. Well, she really texted me and she's like, "Can I call you?" And I was like, "Well, I made it this far. Might as well." It was like 9:00, so I was like, "Okay, I'll call her for like an hour."
Dying
or
in this
something.
jacket.
Yeah, no. She called me and she was crying. She was like going on about some stuff about you and her, and then she was like, "You're really sweet, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Yeah, I know I am. And you have a boyfriend, so can we? And who's also like one of my best friends, so can we not talk about it?" And she started crying. She's like, "I can't help but like falling in love with you," and blah blah blah. And I was like,
Sounds like a shitty soap opera.
I was like, "You can't. I'm not doing this to my good friend."
Yeah, we did have this stories. I made the joke about y'all both being ugly. Oh,
Shut up.
spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! That, they both were.
Shut up.
Someone looks like what were they? Do you ever how should I, you know how like
She looks like a
you know
like
the
a
spec-
zebra without the fucking snout. If that makes sense.
I
like someone's-
I would just had like a chihuahua or something. Remember the chick that looked like a chihuahua in our class, Will?
Who?
You know what I'm talking? Every time she talk, I'd go, "Her."
Oh yeah.
Oh God, when I said that, I feel bad.
No, what did we call
I
her?
didn't start it off like
Oh.
that. Because my friend Andy,
Whenever she talked, we'd go.
our friend Andy started that.
Wait.
Because we were sitting there and he was like, "Dude, that bitch looks like a chihuahua." And I looked over and I started laughing. And I kept it on because I had a class with her. And every time she talked, I'd go to Will and I'd go, "Her."
Yeah.
I didn't start it, I just
fucked
kept
up.
it going.
Oh, dude.
I told you I was a bad person. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
okay.
to be
So-
honest though, like, number one thing for me, she's got to have like a good personality and like a good sense of humor, so I can be
Homer.
I-
A good humor. A good sense. That's what he said. He said a good
good sense of
I know
humor.
a chick with some good
to- so I can be myself and like just say
one?
dumb things and
Oh,
she don't really care.
Okay.
Something, she'll just laugh at it.
I don't know if this chick's gonna hear this, and I may or may not cut this out, right? But I know some chick. I'll tell you this later. Actually, I'm not gonna tell this on the podcast. That's
Okay,
how fucked up
just
it is.
cut it out.
Anyways. So look, I'm trying to shut up. So look, in retrospect, Will just I don't know what he wants. He doesn't know what he wants. Zach wants
I want a German. I want a straight up Nazi. Basically.
He's a
No,
Nazi.
no, no.
He's a narcissist.
I'm not a narcissist. Shut up. I'm not that much of a narcissist.
They have to like everything you like. There's no wiggle room.
There could be some wiggle room.
You think Parks and Rec is better, bitch? And you start like.
If someone likes Parks and Rec, I'm gonna be no. That's like a cool. That's like
show's not that bad. Fuck you.
No, its show was not good. The Office was better.
You got like no wiggle room.
I don't have any.
I'm pretty liberal.
I've had a lot of shitty girlfriends, so I deserve a.
Like all the chicks you dated were white. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, better get going.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty liberal with the people I date. You know, last person I was after, I kind of fucked that up. Anyways, I got really fucked up. So I'm hoping she's not listening to this because she's gonna like really know from this next story. But I was walking from Dairy Queen, and I was super fucked up. I'll take the truck. I was super fucked up, and then I saw her pass by, right? And she was kind of like laughing or whatever, and I was like, dude, here's my chance. I need to tell her something. So I come to wake up the next morning, I blacked the fuck out. That's the last thing I remember, because then after that, it was like, even more. And I woke up and looked, and I sent her like a heart, and I was like, God damn it, I fucked it up. I haven't talked to her since then, but yeah, you know who you are. Right. Hey guys, what's up? Well, yeah, I guess we're going to cut it here. As I said, this is like the lightning round. This is 40 minutes. Plus whatever else is added on. So another probably like over an hour.
Probably over an hour podcast.
Well, maybe an hour because I got to cut out a lot of shit because you assholes. Anyways, but yeah, this.
Don't wrap up my story.
This is
Shut up. Just keep going.
Hold on. Yeah. So next, no one really gives a fuck.
All right, you want to start it off?
Yeah. I guess I'll start it off.
All right.
My real life anime moment. So I was hanging out with my cousin Ender, and we were with this chick, and he went first, and then I went in, and so I'm hitting it from behind or whatever. I feel just the sharpest fucking pain in my life. Like if you ever watch the anime Dragon Ball, it's like the part where they stop because they feel something wrong. Yeah, I felt that all over my crotch. Just nothing but pain. Just like, oh god, something's not right. And I pulled it out and there was blood. And I was at that crossroads in life, you know. And you know how like people when they're dying, they're like, yeah, I have a choice. I can die, I can go back into that fire. So, I went back in.
You were determined to finish.
I guess if you ever seen the anime Dragon Ball, it's like when Gohan gets his arm hurt. And, he can either, do nothing or he does what he does, which is a one-handed Kamehameha. He charges the bitch up, he just fucking goes right in, and I put that bitch right back in there. I go in hard, and don't get me wrong, there wasn't too much pleasure. This shit hurt really, really bad. I was just giving it all I got. And, just like the anime, finish the bad guy. I just pass out.
You're right, no, but you're like your dad and shit were there in spirit too, right?
No. I told this to a cousin of mine, and he's seen the scene too. And he was like, yeah, he's like, I'm behind you in spirit. And I'm like, no, you're not. Don't even start that.
You'd be like, yeah, you can't finish.
It's like what everyone else saw, nothing. Just me talking to myself.
You're always talking to yourself.
Technically, that's what we're doing right now. I'm praying that you don't hear the truck in the background revving up. But you might. That's why I'm trying to talk louder.
Yeah, sorry about the exhaust.
Crunched for time. Because someone didn't plan accordingly.
Yeah.
Not me. Asshole.
Hey, I'm not the one that got off at 5 and didn't tell us.
Okay, that's too much for me, man. Okay, anyways, well, I guess since Mondo talked about his shitty exes, it's time last time you talked about your exes, I guess it's time I
I thought you said your shitty story. I was like, bitch.
But time I guess I dust off the book on mine. Yeah, mine were not the best people in the world. I kind of got through into one of them when I got my first horrible girlfriend. What's her name? Rhodes. She was
fucking melon.
We were out at that tree farm, out in Winchester and or Page, whichever one is two.
The one in Elgin.
I don't know. It's somewhere way out there.
The Christmas tree farm.
Yeah. Well, we were getting a Christmas tree, right? And this actually is a pretty funny story. My sister Madison took my phone out of my pocket and put her number in and everything. I was texting her off my phone, which was mildly creepy in my opinion. But that's how I started talking to the bitch. Well, on the way home, I'm talking to her, and
did you say her name?
Her name was Rhodes. Yeah.
Okay.
So My sister's name is Madison. Stop.
No, okay.
Okay, so, well, anyways, we're on our way back, and I'm like texting her the whole time, and she was kind of interesting, but mainly because she was putting out. Come on, when a girl's putting out, you're not gonna try to pick it up. But well, on our way back, my mom leaned back. She said, "Zach, we have the tree on a trailer." And she said, "Is the tree falling off?" And I looked back there, and it kind of looked like it was about to fall off. I said, "Yeah, it looks like it might fall off." She's like, "Quit joking around," and they kept going. Well, we get almost to our house, and they're like, "Is the tree still there?" I look back, the tree's fucking gone. The trailer's completely empty. I'm sitting there looking at it like, okay, someone's fucking with me. This is like some weird bullshit or something. Tree was gone, and so I'm like, "Hey, the tree's gone." She's like, "Zach, that's not funny." I'm like, "I'm not joking. I mean, I know I joke 95% of the time, but the tree's fucking gone. What do you want me to do?" So we get out, we pull over, they get out. The tree's fucking gone. What do you think I've been telling you for the past 5 minutes? No, the tree was there the whole time. I just made y'all pull over for shits and giggles. Yeah. Well. Anyway, so, that, we move on from that. I'm talking to this girl, Ashley.
What? I said her name, you gotta cut that out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Sure. Well, anyways,
You gotta send it to him anyways.
The girls...
You gotta send it to him anyways.
The girl, if you let me finish my fucking story, she wound up being a fucking nut job. I mean, she was gonna give me a blowjob when my parents were right in front of me. Like,
You didn't do it.
your mom and dad are literally right beside you, and she's like,
cheering me on. They're like, "Go get him, boy." Like, yeah, I finally feel accepted.
well, here's the thing. She's like the first girl I was ever like really physical with, and when a girl shit, you're like, "Fuck yeah," but your parents are right there. So I'm like nodding my head no, but saying yes, whispering yes. But she also, from what I could understand, she slept around with a few guys while we were dating too. And I never really was in love with her or anything, but she wasn't a good person then. She could be now. I don't know how she is. I don't talk to her at all. I don't talk to really any of my exes. And I guess another one would be,
I guess peace was never an option.
Peace was never an option with them. Because they were all just so. Well, two of them were mainly really just slutty. One of them,
with that?
the last one, she was pretty good. She just did some things that I don't think she understood that were bad towards me. But we all kind of do shit like that every now and then. We fuck up. But the next one was Marie. She was by far the worst girlfriend I think I've ever had. She was horrible. She was the first girl I also truly, really did fall in love with. She wasn't really good for me. She was an attention, and y'all knew that. I know you did most of all. That when I got with her, I really cut everybody off. I completely and I remember we were like a month in or 2-3 months into our relationship. Starting out, it was the beginning year of our sophomore year. And, I had started talking to her. We had Spanish together. And she seemed really nice at first. She seemed like one of those girls that was just out there. And, I was drawn to her. And we started talking, and she just out of nowhere. We've been talking for like a month, and she was like already telling me she loved me and stuff. I was like, okay, this is great. I got a good relationship going here. She immediately just told me one day, "I don't love you. I can't be with you. I'm blah blah blah, all this stuff." And I was like, oh, okay. I guess I don't understand, but if you can't be with me, you can't be with me. And we just kind of agreed to be friends. Well, literally the next fucking day, she was dating some other dude, and I was like, what the? When that dude, by the way, heart fucking sink. I just tried so hard to stop talking to her, but it was kind of just like. It was always there. She was always there. When I woke up in the morning, she was like that was my first class, so I always was around her. So it was hard for me not to try to fucking be around her. But towards the end of the year, we started talking again. And by the end of the year, she had 5 or 6 boyfriends that year. She had so many fucking boyfriends, she couldn't stay with one for very long. I don't think she still can. But we started talking again. And I asked her what that was all about. She said that she had been talking to Darden at the same time, and she couldn't tell him no, but she could tell me no. She's like, because I knew it wouldn't hurt you as much. Like, bitch, you fucking did all that. Well, anyways,
Wouldn't hurt you. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'd let you fit, dude. That hurt me right now.
Yeah, that
fucking sucks.
It wasn't fun. Dude, this isn't even the worst. This isn't even the worst of it. It gets worse with her.
That hurt
so
me.
we start talking again, and we're like, we're getting into it, and I was like, would you want to go out with me? And she said, I can't. I said, I can't. He said, can't or won't? She said, I can't, because I'm currently with this other dude or something like that. And I was like, okay. And then a few days later, she's like, do you want to go out? And I was like, well, fuck yeah. Well, she had left this dude for me, which made me look bad, and I didn't even know.
Yeah, believe me, I know the feeling.
Oh, okay. So we start dating, and at first we're not gonna rat him out just yet. So at first it's okay. I mean, it was kind of rocky because she's like, we can't do this, we can't do that. I don't want anyone to know we're dating till after about a month. So I gotta keep it on the secret. I couldn't even talk to her during school, basically, other than what we normally did. And I was like,
so that sounds like she was talking to someone else.
Yeah,
too.
that's what it first felt like. Well, eventually she had this she was in what's it called? She was in theater. So she would we get to a few months in the relationship. She's not wanting to tell anybody or anything. So finally she has this theater thing, because she was in theater, this art. So I actually make an effort. I go up to watch the ceremony. I'm there for her, and all of her friends and shit are like, oh my god, you two are dating? I'm like, yes, we're dating. So we finally come out that we're dating, and she gets like a bunch of fucking whiplash. She's like, guys are texting her and shit. She's like, oh my god, I'm such a fucking slut, blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, you just dated her. At first I was defending her, because I actually genuinely liked this girl. I had for a year, just obsessed with her. And I finally was dating her, so I wanted, I was going to defend her. And so, yeah, it hurts, especially because how much time
I'm getting Vietnam.
I invested in this girl, and she completely fucking destroyed me at the end.
I know the feeling.
Well, so I go and I do all this stuff for her.
You can't do that when it's on.
Shut up. You could do cups that too.
God, you guys suck. Continue, you dicks.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know why I did that. It was on. Okay.
Just continue.
So after the whole award ceremony, we go back to school, and it's almost summer break. Everyone's like, oh, y'all two are dating? And it's like, yeah, we're dating. And, it's kind of got to that honeymoon phase. Everything's great. We're getting along. Summer rolls in. I'm meeting her. I met her mom and stuff. She met my family. My sisters really liked her. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. This is always what I've always wanted. That just perfect relationship. That's what I thought it was. Because it was good between us. And then the first with her. She just texted me one day out of nowhere. It was like, something's wrong with our relationship. And it was perfect to me. She was like, I was like, what's wrong? It's something, I don't know what's going on. She said, it's just, I don't know, just, I'm not fully happy, I'm not content, I'm scared you're gonna leave me, and you're gonna hurt me. I'm like, I'm not gonna hurt you. I've been in shitty relationships too, I'm not gonna do that to you. I've been hurt too, so I'm not gonna, put that on someone else that I genuinely care about. And she's like, okay, well, I spent a whole week with her. Every day I'd go get her. I'd go to try to spend time with her, anything I could do to try to make her feel content. After a week, she's like, okay, I'm feeling better. I think we can do this. I know we can. I want to make you last and blah, blah, blah. I want to make us a real thing. I was like, okay. So we kept going, and summer was good. Towards the end, this is when we started getting real bad. She just changed. Something in her went, right when school started up after a week, something in her changed. She didn't like talking to me. How you text your girlfriend throughout the day? I'd be texting her, she'd leave me on red. It'd be hours and hours and hours, and then I'd finally text her again about something. We talked for about 10 minutes, she'd leave me on red again. She still told me she loved me and all this stuff, and when I'd see her in school, I'd give her hugs, and she actually started trying to avoid me. I noticed that. She wouldn't try to be around me, and I was like, I was always telling her sweet things. I'd text her in the morning, all the good, try to be that good boyfriend that every girl wants. And so we roll around to about September 17th. It was our 5-month anniversary. She texted me the night before we went out to go watch a movie. And, well, we wanted to watch a different movie because my family and stuff were there, so we went and watched their movie. The whole time she was cold to me. You know, I remember the first movie we went and watched was Baywatch. The whole time I was holding her hand. We were sitting there laughing and messing around, you know. This time, completely cold.
No.
She had her legs crossed. She faced away from me. I'd go and hold her hand, and she'd, like, slip her hand out and put her hand up. Like, she just wasn't happy. And the whole car ride home, I didn't talk to her. And when I walked up to the door, I gave her a kiss, and I said, look, we're going to fix this. What's wrong? It's not fucked up. We can fix this. I want to work things out with you. The next morning, she said, I can't do this anymore. I'm not happy. I can't do this. It's not me. It's not you. It's me. He said, I can't do this. And I was destroyed because I really did love this girl. And I was thinking, she'll get back. She said she wanted to get back together with me and all this. I was like, okay, she'll get back together with me. Well, she'll have her space and we'll get back together. Within a week or so, she started seeing this other dude. And yeah, she started seeing this other dude. And it completely tore me apart because I was in love with this girl. She was the first girl I actually fell for. And she completely dude, it was months. I didn't do really anything.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that?
I know.
I would mope around school. My grades showed it. I used to be like a good A/B student. I went down to C's. I was failing and shit. I had her for the next year after. So in our junior year, I had her for first period again too. So I'd see her every fucking day, and every day I'd hear about him and all the stuff that they do and all of this, and it was just like a knife in my fucking heart. And thing is, I sat right behind her, so she didn't get to see me, but I got to see her. Every time she turned her head to talk to her friends, I'd have to see her. And it's just that I had to see her and had to hear how happy she was and how she completely moved on. And here I was still sitting in the same spot. I sat there for God knows how long in a pit of just self-hate, and because I felt like I wasn't enough for her, enough to keep her around. And it did a number on me. I couldn't listen to the same music. I couldn't do the same things I used to. I couldn't basically be the person I was. And the hardest part is I didn't become someone for her, but who I was fit up with hers so nicely, it meshed. And then I didn't want to be that person because it reminded me of her. And that was a shitty thing. In the end of it, I couldn't be who I truly was because it was someone who reflected her, and I didn't want to be reminded of her. Well, as the months went on, I slowly, began to get better, and I started, going out more. I didn't spend a lot of time mopping around. I started watching The Office. That helped a lot. I would, have something to laugh about, and it'd make me feel happier. But then there's Elle. I met Elle, and she didn't remind me a lot of Marie, but she was a good friend to have around. She was one of my best friends for a long time, and well, she knew a lot of the stuff that I had been through, and it was because she had been through the same thing, so we were kind of like there for each other, and we had been friends for about a year, and she, after a while, I kind of had feelings grow for her, and I don't know if she ever had feelings grow for me. I mean, she always told me that she did, but it never really showed, even after the fact. But, well, after a whole year of talking, of us just being friends, she finally dated me. We dated for like 2 weeks. And then she broke up with me. Because...
I remember this.
You remember this. Yeah, you do remember
this. Your senior year?
My senior year.
We dated. Y'all walking.
We dated for like 2 weeks. And then after that, something happened. And I don't know. She told me what it was, and she gave me a few different answers, but I don't know if it is, because while we were together, we both took it real slow, because that's what she wanted. And it was really, really slow, but, she'd been through a lot, I'd been through a lot, so I thought it was healthy. I thought that's what I needed, just something to slowly get me back into it. And, yeah, it was not good, because and after that, she started messing around with my other good friend, and I don't know if she knew that hurt me, but it did. And she did another number on me, but I don't really blame her. She was a good person, and I know she didn't mean to hurt me. So she didn't try to she's not like how Marie and
Close.
Marie and Rhodes were. Marie actually accused me of rape too.
Yeah, I actually. There's a story behind this. Someone else, right? I was talking to someone else, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were bringing that up, and I defended the shit out of you.
Yeah, everyone.
I put my word on you.
Yes.
If it turns out you did it, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Dude.
I believe you.
We were young.
I believe you.
We did some shit, but I never went all the way with her.
I believe,
never, not once.
Believe me.
So,
I believe you. I believe you. But if it does, I'm just saying, just a little preference.
Here's the story. I was at lunch one day after we broke up. I completely forgot to tell you. This is a good part. And my other friend, she's friends with my sister. She comes up with me. She's like, "Hey, what happened between you and Marie?" I said, "We broke up. All this stuff." And she's like, "Well, she hasn't been. She's been messing with this other dude and stuff." She's like, "Don't be alarmed, but she is telling people that you raped her."
Don't be alarmed.
My mouth just dropped. I was like, "What the fuck?" My whole life, if it would have got to a teacher or something, my whole life could have ended.
Yeah, I remember what happened with I and Coach Hodge.
Yeah.
That was pretty bad.
With I and Coach Hodge. Yeah, that was bad. Could you imagine me? I did nothing. I was nothing but this, trying to be this picture perfect boyfriend that she wanted, I thought every girl wanted. And she turned around and told people that I raped her, that I forced her to do stuff. And like everyone, my sister Madison even went up to her and was like, "If this is true," which I know it's not because I know my brother, you need to go to a principal or something. And she's like, "I never said that." She's like, "That's not what people are saying." And I remember my other sister Michaela actually went up and called her mother and was like, "This is what's being said. And, it's not fair." And Michaela actually talked to Marie. And Marie was crying. She's like, "I never said that." She's like, "I don't care what you said, but it's been said and it's coming. What it's all been told is from you. And if this shit doesn't get straightened the fuck out, I will come down there and I will straighten it out." And she got, of course, she's like, "I'm sorry." She's like, "You better be." And like, all this stuff. I was like, holy shit. Because I was there when they were on the phone. And I was like, all quiet. I was like, I didn't expect all this. And, it was that kind of moment, as shitty as it sounds, it was kind of bittersweet. Because even though she was accusing me of rape,
you got to hear her.
I got to hear her. I kind of heard her, as fucked up as it sounds, I could hear how bad it kind of was for her. Because so many people didn't believe her because of who the person I was. Everyone knew who I was. I was the quiet kid that everyone copied off of for reasons I don't know because I'm stupid. But
I know the feeling.
Everyone, kind of, I would hope to genuinely like me. I tried to be kind of neutral, but she, as fucked up as it sounds, it made me feel a little bit better about myself.
So look, let me play therapist here a little bit. I don't feel bad about that, man. Don't feel bad that you feel better hearing that stuff. I mean, like if it's years later, and you hear she gets killed, and you're sitting there like, yes, come on,
no,
yes, come on,
that's fucked up.
That's different, but like it's in the moment, it's in the moment thing. You can't really blame yourself for how you feel at that moment, at that point in time.
Mm-hmm. But
once everything's said and done, and then you feel like that, you're like,
yeah. Well, I mean now,
bitch. That's a different story. That's bad.
And like right now, if I could actually talk to any of them, and one of them I do, but I wouldn't try to reach out to Marie. I couldn't. I wouldn't know. I think
don't, because it's just going to be like, he's trying to rape me again.
I've always
I'm going down.
I've always wondered what I would say to at least Marie.
To be fair, I used to think about this a lot. It's not like...
Yeah. You ever think what you would say years after? I think I've always wondered if I tell her I still loved her or if I hated her, but I think I would tell her, as fucked up as it sounds, thank you. Because,
I wouldn't say that.
Well, what she did made me the person who I am today. And I don't want to toot my own fucking horn.
Yes, on a podcast, oh boy.
But
you're making money.
I'm a pretty fucking good person today. I couldn't imagine my life right now is fucking amazing. I couldn't imagine it any other way, and I really hope it wouldn't be. So,
I heard she's all like gangly now and crackhead looking.
Yeah, I've seen her. She's not pretty fast. And
that's don't take anything to say seriously, but that's pretty fucking funny. That bitch looks like a ghoul. Was it Dobby from fucking Lord of the Rings or whatever? Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And from what I hear,
Dobby.
she's kind of screwed over a lot of people.
Fuck Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Lord of
Yeah.
the Rings is
Well,
better.
Get out.
Well,
You like Harry
You
Potter?
blast. No, I don't like any of them. I don't give a fuck.
Lord of the Rings is better.
okay, why are we talking about this? We all know what's better than any other
Star
TV
Wars.
show. No.
You're gonna say Texas? You
I'm not gonna say Texas. I'm taking my wallet out of my pocket.
Oh, I thought because you have Texas. Okay, so he has the Texas flag on his wallet, and I was like, eh, you're one of those
Fuck.
people, huh?
Fucking Texas is the best fucking thing out there. Better than Lord of the Rings. Better than whatever the fuck you ever talking. Harry Potter. Fucking Texas.
Star Wars.
Goddamn Texas.
Yeah, so I was hoping you'd do the accent, but you fuck. I can't do it
You
anymore.
fucking Yankee.
I can't do it anymore. That's the part that I hate. But yeah, I feel for you, and a lot of the stuff you were saying kind of mirrors what happened to me, just a lot later. And as fucked up as this sounds, you really should have, kind of took a step back and been like, well, this happened to this person, me.
Yeah.
And I probably should not do that. But you did it.
I don't know. It's
It's
just
like if you saw me walk into a fence and shock myself, you're like, what if I put my foot this way? I get fucking tasered to death. Like, no, you should have seen that. I don't.
I didn't
try not
copy. I didn't copy.
There's so
you.
much shit you said. I just think about. I was like, man, that happened to me. That happened straight to me.
Here's the thing. I'm pretty sure a lot of people can say that, but
Like
not,
that spur of the moment
like-
thing. Some chick or whatever. So the way I put it, there's phases in my life. There was when I first got here. There was the grumpy phase. That's
When
how,
did you moved here? What, freshman year? That's when we first met.
I moved here 8th grade.
I mean,
at the end of 8th grade, but we met in our freshman year.
And dude,
But
it was Miss Appleman's class. Remember Miss Appleman?
yeah, fuck that.
Oh, dude, remember that one time she started yelling at me and Isaac?
Oh, I remember. You mean and I remember he was like fucking bitch, and she was like, just because you didn't get some doesn't mean you can tell the teacher names. And
Yes, and she heard him.
But yeah. But I mean, let me put it this way: like the way I have it split up, because I mean, I'm probably going to have to get rid of that first podcast. I'm still going to keep my end of the bargain. I'm going to send it to all of them.
Yeah.
I'm going to send it to all of those people, so you know who you are, of course. If you're still listening, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get hit with like wave after wave of laughter. just something fun.
It's okay. Hey, isn't your lawyer Jewish?
No, I don't have one.
Well, then just put on a
you, I'm
yarmulke and just go to law school. You'll make it.
Fuck you. Walk in there. Fuck you. I'm Jewish. Fuck you. I'm Jewish. I don't need to be here. I'm Jewish. I don't believe in your court. Just leave. But yeah. So instead of saying their names, I'm just gonna name them after the 7 dwarves. So we got Grumpy. We got Sleepy. I don't know which one Slutty would be.
Wasn't there two sleepies?
No, the last one was Dopey.
Oh, Dopey.
The last one was Dopey. I'm ashamed of that last one.
Yeah, I know.
There's another one. There's another one, but she's gonna listen to this. So I'm gonna keep it right there.
Yeah.
I'm about to cut this part out, but there is another one.
Okay. Well,
But yeah, and just for now, there's 4. So that's how I put it, and then during the grumpy phase, that's kind of how like the first part of that whole M story you were talking about was going.
You're just kind of going.
And then that L phase,
I remember
you were talking about was kind of like the sleepy one,
Mm-hmm.
and then the slutty one was like just everything.
Well,
everything you said.
Everything.
That was 1 month. That was one. That was 1 month.
They I don't know why they were like that. That's the thing. I never tried to be mean to him or anything.
Did you,
I
like,
wasn't
hit one?
rude. What?
I just swore you like.
I did not hit one. No.
I remember correctly, like you sent me a video.
Shut
You were in like
up.
a wife beater.
No.
You're like drinking in the basement. You walked
No.
up.
I don't even have a basement.
Where's the lunch, bitch? This isn't my house. This isn't my house.
But I would like to know if I could ask them a question, why? You just want to know what their side of the story was, why they did that to me. Because I never thought I would do anything wrong. I mean, I might have, but I mean, I probably did, but not enough to deserve, getting accused of rape and getting treated like complete
I don't know.
shit.
You're white and you have money. It makes kind of sense.
Shut up.
Nothing. Not even a little ass.
If I got money, then I can deport your ass. So you might want to be careful with that.
Your dad's Mexican too, asshole. I'm taking them with me.
So you can deport 1/8 of me.
Oh, God.
Okay.
It's just the tip.
So we did me. We did Mondo. Will?
Oh wait. One last thing on before you're talking about.
Make it last as long.
Is
as you
that
can.
yeah? I'm behind you a little. Yeah, so you were talking about like last things you'd say, like I don't know. How should I put it this way? I tried doing that, you know.
Try to forgive this. I don't need, but
It didn't go too well, surprisingly. You know, they say like peace is the most preferable route. I didn't feel any better after being
peace
like,
was never an option.
Exactly.
Peace isn't always
I hate
an option.
saying that. I really do, because there's a lot of ways you can resolve things peacefully. But like I hate to say it, there's enough animosity to be like, you know, fuck you. Like, like I wouldn't say thank you. Like if I had like one last word to them, each of them.
I always try to go out on the like as the better person because. I'm
Oh
not
God,
trying to say I am a better person.
Wait, there was one more person.
What?
Holy shit.
Which
Oh God, I hope
is
she doesn't listen to this one. There's one more person.
Who?
Which
Oh no.
dwarf is
You
this?
talking about me?
Oh no, not you. I meant because I said I put 4 of them, and there's another one, like an earlier one, and oh man. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Anyways, before one was a panic
Oh
attack.
God. Anyways, but yeah, like okay. Besides the first one and the very end one, let's chop the ends of it off. But we keep those as like underground.
Yeah.
The main 4 or whatever, the main 3.
Well, the main one for me was Marie. She was not at all. It wasn't healthy. It was really.
Well, that let's see.
Because I remember at one point she actually told my mom and my sister, older sister Michaela, that she right before we broke up, that what did she tell them? It wasn't that I hit her, but that I was being
abusive.
Not abusive, but like forceful. If that makes sense. She didn't say rape, but she said forceful. Like I tried to push myself on her. And
Jesus Christ! Those are like handprints on the window.
Will, what have you been doing in here?
What the fuck? I don't mean to cut you off. I don't mean to do
It's
that.
from that time we hotboxed it.
Shut up, Will.
Okay,
Man, there's like handprints all over this. I'm getting a little scared. Anyways,
So, what is the Titanic?
but yeah, like you're saying, and then like
Well, just the way I see it is that you can always forgive someone, but you can't always forget what they do. I'm not saying that I can't. Right now, I still can't forgive. I can forgive all the other ones, but not Marie. What she did was really, really fucked up, and I would appreciate like an apology, but that's never gonna happen. I'm probably never gonna talk to her again. So I'm okay with living the rest of my life the way things are. I'm happy. I don't know how she is, and I could give a rat's ass how she is.
yeah.
Because it doesn't affect me. And it took me a long time for me to realize that she wasn't the best person. So I can find someone better.
Okay, so yeah, I was gonna say a little bit of an update, right? Because I was talking to someone that actually is like friends with like all of my exes, which is really weird. Well, most of my exes. I feel a little bit better, and this is how petty of a person I am, knowing like kind of some of the end results. Like with the first one, the grumpy one, right? The grumpy one, right? I wouldn't say the first one, but the grumpy one. Apparently, she had a friend that dated her also. And he said that was a really big mistake and it didn't go too well. So, you know, I'm not the only one that fucked up. I feel good about myself. I'm not the only one.
Yeah, you're not the only one, bud.
Well, that happened. I'd say the sleepy one. I didn't really hear anything. I just heard that she was like a real bitch after that.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I feel better knowing that, pardon me. The real bad part of me. It feels a little bit better knowing that she suffered some. Oh God! Why did that sound terrible?
That sounded really terrible.
Anyways, let's
No
up,
wonder
guys.
we're horrible people.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
so
I feel really bad now. And then let's see the slutty one. I don't know what happened to her, but hopefully there was a car wreck. I mean, oh shit! Hey man, what's up? Nah, I'm kidding.
Man?
I don't care.
Just good riddance. So
I'm good because like you said, how you'd have to see her every day, right? I'm glad I got over that. Because then I ended up having a class with, holy shit, what's your name again? What's the thing you go by? What's the thing you go by?
What? Your name?
Salty water. Shit.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, God.
Saying goodbye.
Yeah. Alright, well, I guess you heard Zach's heart-gripping story. Pretty sure he's a celibate now, but, yeah. This is the end of the podcast. I'm Nick Red One. That's
Squatter Sumo.
And that's
Salty water.
Yeah, we're signing off.
See you guys.
Thanks for supporting us. We'll catch you later. Don't
Later,
take
guys.
anything we say seriously. If you're someone that we bashed it here, fuck you. I don't get it later.